Hey, what's up, guys? I'm hanging out just outside of Naval Biliran with my friends Ron and Renalyn. I'm about to do an interview with them so they can share their story with you about how they met, the secret to their success despite meeting online, having a long-distance relationship for 3 years, and having a huge age gap. They are now 66 and 21. They also talk about a foreigner who is getting scammed at this moment. It's his friend, and that alone is a crazy story. So this is a good one, guys. Sit back, relax, let's check it out.
I had this dream, and I was just kind of joking. I said, I had a dream I was with you, and she just kind of laughed, and I laughed, and then she said, you're crazy, and I said, yeah, okay. So we call each other crazy, it's just like a joke. But we're always laughing, we're always joking, which is a good thing in our relationship. Our relationship started with great communication, and that's something you have to have with LDR.
So what is great communication for LDR? That has to include video calls, right?
Yeah, video call.
You have to have
Every night.
Yeah.
Every night.
Yeah.
Every day we video call. Every day.
It's got to be, right?
Yeah. And
even it's still working. So you are still working online.
yeah, and I was working online, so it was easy for me. It wasn't like I was off on a job and I wasn't available. I was always available, except for when I was sleeping. But even then, she would call me sometimes, and you know how it is when you're single, you sleep with your phone and you pick it up, and you might wake up and chat. So she could call me anytime and video chat, and I was always by myself. So of course, you've always trusted me.
Of course.
There's never been a thing where there's no mistrust. So I mean, two things you got to have in a relationship is trust and communication. If you don't have that, forget about it.
Let me ask you, was he doing things, though, that made you feel like you could trust him? What made you feel you can trust him?
By sending this ring.
Okay. That's actually big. So talk about that. What did he send you? Show me. Show the world.
I want to show the world.
So this didn't come right away, right?
No, it came about 6 months.
6 months. That is before my birthday.
Excuse me, I just got a cold the other day. Coming over. But I actually asked her what kind of ring she wanted, if she had a ring. And she picked out...
Color red.
She picked out a garnet, so I got a red heart garnet. And she picked out, she wanted sterling silver. She didn't want a gold ring. She didn't want an expensive ring. She wasn't asking for money. It wasn't anything like that.
The symbol of commitment.
Yeah. So anyways, I engraved inside of the ring her name, and I had it delivered, and so she got the
name of it.
Yeah. What was the name in there?
Renalyn.
Oh, is that your name?
Of course.
Brennan, let me ask you this. Before that point, what made you feel so connected with him and that you liked him and can trust him? Before the ring, even. Before the ring, why did you feel like you could trust him, and why did you like him?
Wait, let me think.
I think how I treated you.
Well,
We have the same vibes.
Yeah, we had the
Sorry, say that. Why?
Same vibes.
Same vibes.
Like foods. What else some more?
Just about anything we talked about, food, music. We were always like connecting. Do you know what I mean?
Every day we're talking.
We were always connecting. It wasn't like I was saying something strange to her, or she. And the great thing about her is I can say anything. If you're in a great relationship, you can say anything to your partner. You can open up about anything. The past, the present, or whatever. The past was a bit of a problem with her. She was like, "Oh, did you have girlfriends before?" Well, of course I had girlfriends before.
But I don't have.
Ah.
She didn't have girlfriends before.
No?
No.
Nor boyfriends, eh?
No.
Yeah.
It's our first time travel. I travel alone to Tacloban and then Tacloban to Cebu.
First time
Alone!
on an airplane. She went from here on a bus to Tacloban, flew
Cebu.
Cebu Pacific to Cebu, and then took a taxi and found the hotel. And she stayed in the hotel by herself, and then the next day, this was all new to her. It's like swimming today. She's never used fins before. Like, this is a lot of first for her.
Well, how did your family feel about this?
No,
Going
it's all right today.
traveling.
First, it was Papa don't allow me. Papa don't allow me, but they don't have any choice because I already took a ticket.
That's one way. No turning back.
No, turning back.
All right. Now, I'm assuming that you chatted with the parents and you were already connected with them, or no?
I for over 2 years.
You were chatting with mom and dad.
Over 2 years.
Yeah, after
So
one-
every time that she would video chat with me, I would see them and I'd say hi to them.
It's
and,
all part of the trust buildup is
of course,
the family. Yeah.
the family. I mean, I'm not just gonna be with her. I'm the family's like that's you don't marry a Filipino. You marry a family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, so if I wasn't accepted by the family right from the beginning, this relationship wouldn't like forget about it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even bothered. You know.
For sure. So you mentioned vibe. You guys have mentioned that a lot. Your vibe is what brings you guys together. You laugh a ton. Like you're always joking and laughing.
Yeah. She's my best friend. Do you know what I mean? She's my best friend. She's my lover. She's my everything.
I'm not going anywhere anyway without her husband's permission. Permission first before going.
Well,
anywhere.
this is something that's good too. Like she wouldn't, if she wanted to go out with some friends, she would ask me.
To make sure
I was okay
you're not
with it.
wondering, yeah.
And I was never like, hey, no, you can't do that. Like, that's not right. Like, I mean, if you don't trust a person and, you know, there's going to be jealousy because there's so much distance. But you have to let it go. You have to trust. And then just, you know.
So on your own, you instinctively wanted to tell him you're going these places. So you
No,
made sure-
because that's her culture. Like she would have to ask her father if she could go to these places. So it ended up happening after we're in the relationship is she would ask me. So I, you know, it was her father kind of was like, okay, well now she's your problem. You know what I mean?
Now that we've solidified the vibe is good, you guys are on the same page, you get along, everything's compatible. What's up with the age gap?
We never even talked about age gap. We've never talked about age. Like, we've never said nothing. We've just never talked about it.
That number is irrelevant.
It's never happened. It's never come up.
Do you have to adjust to the age difference for compatibility?
Well, there's adjusting for culture more than age. And of course, there's a lot of things that she hasn't done in her life that I've done. You know, it's just like I was saying, I just bought her snorkel gear and she's never used it before. And you know, I've had snorkel gear since I was 8 years old, you know, a century ago. So for her, we just got the snorkel gear about 3 days ago and I had a cold, so we weren't going anywhere. She's been so excited about coming and learning how to use it. So that's the age difference as far as experience. She's independent, but she's needy. Like, she loves affection. She loves to be close. Filipinas are very, I would say, the way I think women should be. You know, they like to put some lipstick on when they go out. They want to look good. They want to, you know, they want to be happy. They want to make their man happy. And I think that's why I'm not really for age. It was kind of why I wanted to be here is because Filipinas they're more feminine, you know, and it wasn't about money. I bought her the ring, and then a couple months later, she's in university. So she lives in the province. So she's like 20 minutes from the university. And they get out sometimes at 8 o'clock at night. It's hard for her to get home. And she would get home sometimes 10 o'clock at night waiting for a tricycle. So I said, well, look, I'm going to go there. Let me buy a motorcycle. But I didn't want to put all the money out. So what I said, and I was online and I see that you could finance motorcycles. So I thought in my head, well, look, we've only got 6 months together. I'm not going to go put out $2,000 and buy a motorcycle for somebody I haven't met. So I put down like $100. Her dad went in, signed for it. So it's in his name, even though it's our motorcycle. So I would send the money every month. And my thought was, well, if she leaves me, then I just stop paying, and she's got to worry about paying. So I bought a brand new motorcycle. So she had a motorcycle to go back and forth to school. So if she needed stuff, clothes for school or whatever, it wasn't a lot of money. It was this wasn't. And she says, "Well, you treat me like your wife." So we had great communication, and that's basically how.
Did you initiate this as far as offering money? Was this something? Whose idea was
It was
this?
mine.
Your idea.
Yeah, she never asked.
I never asked.
Even the first time I sent her money, she's like, "I don't want any money from you." And I think I sent her 1,000 pesos, which is like $20.
No.
Christmas, I sent money for Christmas. And I actually got her sister to buy her a teddy bear, and they bought like this 6-foot teddy bear, and it was her first Christmas present she's ever had in her life.
It's really big teddy bear.
Yeah.
All right, I have a question for you. Everyone judges the older guy for dating younger girls, and they'll say he's creepy in this, but I want to get the younger Filipinas perspective. Do you like older guys?
Yeah. They are mature than the younger guys.
You like older guys, why?
Mature.
Mature.
Maturity.
Yeah.
So you were looking for an older guy.
No, not, but I meet him. I don't have plan to have a foreigner boyfriend, but I got him.
When you first met him and you found out how old he was, what were your thoughts? What were your initial thoughts about age?
Nothing. Just because first we are just friends. Friends into relationship. For me, I don't care about age.
So you never thought the age was
No.
never a thing.
No.
It was the person.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's going to be a lot of people that are negative about it, and I don't really care, and she doesn't care. We're adults, and this is our lives, and we don't really care what other people think. We just live our lives, and we're happy. And I learned that you don't need negative and toxic people in your life. If they're around you, well, see ya. You know, hello, goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, if you start worrying about what other people think, then you're going to be pretty unhappy. You know, we're doing nothing wrong. You know, like we're not breaking any laws. We're not doing anything immoral. We're not doing anything. And as far as if you want to talk about sex, she wants it more than I do. You know, she's into it more than me, and I'm the one that's got to keep up. So
So a lot of guys say, like, there's no way a young, cute Filipina really likes that older guy. But that's
ask her.
All right.
It's true.
When you're looking at this guy here, who's much older than you, what do you feel? What do you feel when it comes to romance?
It's good.
Thank you. Hey, world. There you go. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Young girls can be attracted to older guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A girl who would surprise a guy online and you know, I was at home and she says, "I got a surprise for you." And I go, "Well, what?" And then so she called me on a video chat, and there she was laying on a tattoo table getting my name tattooed on her.
All right, we
I bought
gotta
it
show the
Robert.
world. Can we show the world your tattoo?
Yeah. Right here. Right here.
There it is, world. Ronald
Bruce.
That's commitment right there. Now that you're here, what is the best part about living in the Philippines? You got the girl. Talk about your lifestyle.
We've got an apartment, and now we're in a domestic relationship, and so what we do on our free time is we go and look for waterfalls, and we go swimming and
Look around.
and we try new food together.
You're busy with school, but on free time, you're enjoying all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
What is a unique dynamic of a relationship with a Filipina?
Well, I think I don't. Some guys might want to be independent, and I don't think Filipinos really like independent guys. They want a guy that they can probably spend time with and be romanced, and you know, they like to be touched. They like to be, you know, whether to hold a hand or, of course, they don't do kiss in public or nothing like that. But they like to be loved. They're passionate. They're loving. They're caring. She's thankful. She's a complete package. She's beautiful. She's funny. I've read some horror stories. I read expats. Filipino expats, and I mean, there's gold diggers there in every culture, and I have a best friend that has a girlfriend here, and he's been sending her money, and I told her, don't send her money. She's got a boyfriend here, and he don't care, and he still hasn't come and met her.
Till now, he's still in Canada.
Yeah, he's still in Canada. 3 years later, he bought her a motorcycle. He sends her money, and she goes with her boyfriend to the resort, like this, and he's
He doesn't know that the one who her photographer is her Pinoy boyfriend.
You warned him?
Yeah, but he don't care.
We warned him, but
yeah,
he
we
don't
warned
care.
him.
Does he believe you?
No, he blocked me, and he was my best friend for 50 years.
He thinks it's true love.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, this is a topic for another video that I'm going to talk about how guys, there's all this talk about scammers, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
The guy plays such a big role in that, right?
Yeah.
He's equally to blame.
He is, because she gave photos, and I told her, just stay out of it. I don't want to get involved. And then she says, and she's got such a good heart. She goes, no, this can't be, So she sent them photos, and then the girl here wanted to beat her up, and it was like, I go, oh my God, no, I don't want to be involved. So I said, look, you've known me for 50 years, and why would I want to break you up? Like, this girl is just using you. She's with this guy. You've seen the photos, and the next thing I know, I'm blocked, and they're still together.
One time it has a typhoon, and then
Oh yeah,
she's crying that she's in the evacuated center. Like
she's
she
in
needs
the evacuation
money.
center.
She sends a rice cooker empty because she wants money.
And it was all BS.
Then
They only knew each other for a month, so he paints custom cars and everything. So he sent her money, and
he's really worried because that time he had no Wi-Fi, no network. Then I was
worried about Reynolin.
Swimming in the swimming pool, in the Marinor.
So I was worried about Reynolin that the same thing happened to her, because my friends calling me and going, yeah, she's like, the roof blew off of her house and everything. Then I found out that the typhoon only hit Leyte, didn't even come into here, and so. And then she goes, no, we just got brownout. She sent me pictures. She was at some resort, another resort. She pays 50 pesos swimming and everything. And so this other girl was playing the part. Oh, we lost the roof. So my friend sends all the money to put a new roof on her parents' house and everything.
Unbelievable. There's
just so many scammers. So, I mean, if you're going to meet a girl online, the first thing you want to do is you want to do a video chat. Right? You want to video chat with the girl and see if that's who she is. And then if you start getting red flags and you start to feel a sixth sense that maybe there's something going on, like she's not being honest, walk away.
Right away.
Right away. There's too many out there.
Thank you. Yes.
There's just too many out there. And
why take the chance?
Why? And it's just like, just because you met one and she's pretty, like there's 10 million. There's 10 million out there. Well, why are you stuck on that one person? You don't have to jump right in, and you don't have to tell everybody, exactly what you're making and blow yourself up. Just be yourself. I've told her exactly what I make. I say, hey, we got to watch what we got to do, because we only got this much money, so we're going to be budgeting for the next week. And so you just be honest, and you just build that relationship, and you build that trust.
All right, final words for everyone watching this video.
I don't regret the long wait. I'm finally here. It took me 3 years to get here because of COVID and everything else, and I finally got here, and with my girl.
Life is good. What do you say to those guys that are on the fence or thinking about doing something.
Then you'll always be on the fence. You don't want to get off of it. Well, you'll always, 20 years from now, you'll go, I wish I had done it. There's just so many people that procrastinate about going places. And even my stepfather, when I was younger, like he wouldn't get on an airplane and go anywhere. And I would be like, I would see a cheap flight to go to Puerto Vallarta for $99, and I'd go, hey, let's go. And I'd be on the airplane to Puerto Vallarta, and I'd take a one-way flight, and I'd come back a month later and worry about buying a ticket back home. So there's two different people. Like, you can die walking across the street. So if you're worried about, following your dreams, you'll never go anywhere. You just need to just go out and do it. Just enjoy life. Life is short. You don't know if you're going to live tomorrow.
What do they say in the Philippines? It's what in the Philippines?
More fun in the Philippines.
All right, guys. Thanks for the chat. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Peace.